What's up, guys? It's Wolfgang back with another Dorkfish review, and I'm doing a special review that I'm dropping because I couldn't wait to get this in hand and put out on the channel. It is the Todd McFarlane Elite Edition Spawn. Guys, let's get into it. Created by Todd McFarlane and released under Image Comics in 1992, Spawn would take the world by storm. He would have everything from video games, cartoons, movies, and more made about him. Obviously collectibles, as we're looking here today. A widely popular comic hero, a fan favorite, and a mercenary from hell. That being said, that's enough about the character. Let's talk about the toy. We're going to start, as always, with the box and then accessories. Alright, and here's the box, and it's a pretty big one. You got a nice wide open package so that you can see the figure and his accessories. The two slots you see in the back is where the two cards go, which I will show you in the accessory stuff. You got Image Comics down the side. Image Comics founder, McFarlane was. You got McFarlane and the Elite Edition on the side in gold. Looks great. And then Spawn on the front. On this side here, you've got an image of Spawn. Looks great. On the back, I believe this is his debut comic image. And then on this side, the big Elite down the side, Elite Edition. That's all there is for the box, guys. So now let's jump into the accessories. He comes with a few different things. First being his collector's card. A very nice card. Very shiny. And some detail on the back. He also comes with this Elite Edition points card. You get this if you buy them. I'm not going to show the back because that would show the code. It's like 50 points, so it goes towards McFarlane's toys. You can use it on their website. He comes with two heads, the one you see on him in package. Now the hands that you've got on him, the fist hands actually come on package or in package on him. So this one right here, nicely done. And the other one is on him. The other hand and the accessory in hand actually I just put together, which I will show you. So that being said, two heads, the head that's on him and the Al Simmons exposed head. And this is amazing. Look at that detail. One thing I will say about McFarlane toys, McFarlane in general, their sculpts are amazing. I have always adored their sculpting work. So, now his other hands, you've got this kind of grasping, clawing hand. You've got a gun trigger hand. He doesn't come with any guns, though, so I'm not 100% why he has a gun trigger. Well, I know why he has a gun trigger hand, but we'll have to find some guns to go in it, right? He's got this kind of gesturing hand. He's got this weapon here. Well enough painted, well sculpted. Nice wash in it. He's got these chains. He's got two of these. And they port into the back, which I'll show you later in the review. He comes with this base diorama instead of the standard round plasticky piece, which is cool. And then this, which is in hand. Now, I want to just put the disclaimer out that this doesn't light up. I have a light that I put in it myself. It actually goes around a fist. It is very well done. I like the wash on it. And you can see by the port here that the fist actually goes in this way and is pointing that way. So I'm pretty sure it goes on this side. But that is all that comes with him. Now, just wanted to get you a close-up so you can see this hand here, as this is one that comes in package. And then just to get close to that head sculpt, because man, is it nice. Just, oh, yeah. Looks good. So that is all the accessories in the box right there. Hold on one second. There we go. So that's all the accessories and the box. It's a decent spread. I'm much happier with this than I am with most of the other McFarlane spreads. They tend to be not as well painted, or they don't come with as much. It is a Elite Edition, so it comes with more stuff. It also is a little pricier. So that's something to think about. But I will say, for the price point that it comes at, I am much more satisfied with this than I am a lot of the other standard releases. So I'm okay with paying a little more because I'm getting a little more, and I feel like more attention to detail was paid, which I really adore. So, that being said, we're going to get into aesthetics. All right, and aesthetically speaking, I do adore this figure. I think he looks great. There's wash on the hands, on the accessories. This other head sculpt here, bringing it back. I think it looks, I think it looks amazing. I think they nailed it. I mean, all the gory parts, the flesh tone, the teeth, the eyes. It is fantastic. That being said, how does the body line up? Now, these are chains, actual chains, much like the pagan parts. And they're nice. They handle nicely. I think his sculpt is very well done all the way around. You've got the 2 ports for the extra chains right there. Even on this part, boom. You see you've got a wash in there. Very well done. You've got tons of paint all the way around the body. And then, let me just back them up so you can see this. But the jacket has got all sorts of dirt and grime and coloration on it, which looks great. Taking this off the hand right quick. Boom. You get maybe the least detailed parts is the belt buckle behind here. So you get that belt buckle is unpainted, unlike the belt buckles. Where's the other belt buckle? Oh, yeah, belt buckles on here. So unlike these belt buckles, that one is not painted. So kind of wish that one was painted back there. And I do feel like these are a little cheaper compared to when you look at this. Looking at these, I don't think is as good. Not happy with that in terms of just quality from one to the other. But otherwise, looks fine. And then there's the head sculpt. Now, let me get this in the way so you can see that. The head is fantastic. Very well done. Very pleased with it. The eyes look great. No issues with paint. Moves around fine. Only thing is this cape is a little limiting. But I think it looks good otherwise. So as far as aesthetically speaking, I think this Spawn looks great. I am very pleased with it. The cape flows nicely. It's got a lot of character to it, if you will, which is something that's important because Todd himself wanted the cape to be a character. He wanted it to flow like the character. But let me adjust that there. So it is important that that cape does that, and I think McFarlane nailed that. They did a great job. So now the question is, how does he articulate? Let's find out. So articulation. It is pretty standard across the board for the McFarlane articulation. There's nothing different that I've found going on here from any of their other figures. That being said, I do like it with this figure. The only thing caveat is probably the head. Because of the way the cape is, you can't really, like, you can move the head around. Like, he goes up that far, which is nice. Goes down, you know, about that far. Doesn't really look down. Turns just fine. But you've got this part right here is kind of covering it. So you're going to have a hard time really getting dynamic head poses out of him. You can get some tilting going. There's no neck articulation. But this fabric is going to block that, right? That being said, it's pretty standard across the ball joint with the shoulders. So the shoulder goes up that far. He can't go all the way around. Double elbow. Bicep swivel. Pin and hinge. Just like normal. You've got your upper right here, which can move and turn. I've seen people modifying it to get a little more range out of it, which I might do mine as well. But you can only go down that far with it. You go back a decent ways with it, but not a lot. Not a whole lot of side to side. You get some. And then you've got better twist at the hips because it's a diaper, but not further back and not much further forward, and very little side to side. So not a lot of side to side stuff, right? McFarlane hips give you the splits almost always. You got your thigh cut in there. It's a little stiff on him, but you do have it up in there. Double jointed knees get you there, and then you've got your ankle, same kind of joint as the wrist, so you can get pretty far back, pretty far forward. You've got your pivot in the foot itself, and then toe joint. And then lastly is his cape. I kind of saved that for articulation. All the way down the front, and only the front on each side, and then around this piece here is bendy wire. So you can move it and articulate it, but it doesn't really connect to anything in here on mine. So it doesn't give it a lot of anchor. So you can still get it to flow and do stuff, but you're not going to get the same as a cape that is connected internally in here, which would give it more of an anchor point to actually express a little more. I think Mafex does a really good job with some of their capes, like they have the bars down the center as well, so that you can really articulate. Something I wish McFarlane maybe would have done here. But otherwise, I think he's pretty good. Stands fairly well. So I think the articulation is fair enough. Could it be a little different? Could we have a little more? I think maybe with the cape, just so that way we can articulate it a little more. And something maybe with the head, because it's going to be a little limited the way the cloth peels around it. But otherwise, I do think it's good. So, articulation is good enough for me for the most part. Now, that being said, let's go into size comparison. First off, here we have the McFarlane Spawn next to the Mezco Batman Sovereign Knight and Marvel Legends Ghost Rider. He's pretty big, but that's to be expected from McFarlane. We already understand the scale is different. So, that being said, I think they look great together, just other than scale. But I can probably get some good poses where we can adjust for that. I'm going to give it a shot and see. And next we have him next to the McFarlane Build-A-Figure movie Batman and Robin Mr. Freeze, as well as the Mythic Legion's Frankenstein's Creature. Not bad. I like the scale. I'm with it. Alright, and bringing this review to an end, I absolutely love this figure. When I first ordered it, I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy him, but I have started to find a love for some of McFarlane's stuff. I'm still on certain things they do in certain lines, but when they hit it out of the park like this, I feel like they hit it out of the park. This is my favorite Spawn that I've owned. I've had quite a few. This is, so far, my Spawn, so I'm super happy with it. I have other McFarlane reviews that will be coming out after this that I reviewed before it, so in those I kind of talk about how I'm not a big McFarlane Toys fan. But this figure and the Professor Pig figure have definitely sold me on McFarlane. So I'm going to continue to collect McFarlane in certain facets. And I'm going to keep reviewing them and throwing them up on the channel. Now, with all that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. I do hope you like, share, subscribe. Comment down below your favorite McFarlane toys. It could be any other Spawn, like from the Mortal Kombat waves. It could be any of the Mortal Kombat figures themselves. Whatever your favorite McFarlane toy is, let me know down below, and if it's a newer one, maybe I can get to a review of it. Thank you for watching. This is Wolfgang. It's been a Dorkfish review. I'm out. Later, guys.